Hello class 5. Hope you all are fine. Okay, today we will be reading the new chapter 6, that is animal life. What is animal? We will read in this chapter about the habitats, breathing in animals, feeding in animals, and locomotions in animals. Now let us read the chapter. Okay, a variety of animals live in this world. As you all know that God has given in the world many types of animals, many small animals, big animals, and many more. So a variety of animals live in this world. They are found in forests, rivers, ponds, desert, and even in cold snow and a clad mountains. So as you all know that God has gifted this universe of many animals, that some of them live in forests, some of them rivers, and some of desert, and everyone has they're surviving. So see, this is because different animals need different conditions to live, and they find different areas or location to live. So let us start with the chapter. Now, habitats. What is habitat? A habitat is an area where a particular animal lives naturally. For example, the habitats a tiger. Tiger is the forest, while the habitat of a fish is water. See, beta, like we live in a home. So what is our place? We live in home. We eat in our home. We sleep at home. So the same thing is with the animals also. Where does the tiger live? Tiger lives in forest. Fish live in water. Fish always live in water and sleep there, eat there, and each and everything. So you all are very comfortable with the animals, that where are they are surviving and where are their habitats. So animals have adapted themselves differently to suit their surroundings. They have adapted to move, feed, breathe, respond, stimuli, protect themselves from the heat and cold according to their condition of that place. So let us consider the following example. Camels live in desert. They can survive for many days without water and food. They have hump that store extra fat or them off of them, and this fat is utilized by them when they do not get food or water. So fish lives in water. They have streamlined bodies and gills which they use to breathe under the water. Fish breathe through their gills underwater. Then frog and other water birds have webbed feet that help them to live in water. Now whale and turtles have paddle like limbs which help them to swim in water. So terrestrial animal. What are the terrestrial animals? The animals that live only on land are called terrestrial animals. They have gone through different adaptation that make them survive in their habitats. The land features are not the same everywhere on the earth. So to survive in different land areas, terrestrial animals have developed some characteristics that help them to cope with the extreme condition of that place. For example, a polar bear finds it comfortable to grow and live in cold snowy region, while a camel can easily survive in hot desert. The body of a reptile is covered with scales, while tortoise body is covered with hard outer covering called shell. So these are the some terrestrial animals which lives only on land, and they all survive on that. So now what are the aquatic animals and amphibians? Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. They generally have streamlined bodies, that is broader center with pointed ends which help them to swim in water easily. They have special organs for swimming with water. So they have gone through special adaptation so that they can spend of their life water and a part on a land. So the different animals have different way of living. See, the largest animals is the African elephant, about 12 feet tall, and the giraffe is the tallest land animals with height of 19 feet. See, so many creatures are on the earth which God has gifted us. So everyone has the every different animals need a different type to live. Now we will read about the breathing in animals. So breathing in animals, all animals breathe. They inhale oxygen which they use for burning food and gain energy for doing work. Animals get their supply of oxygen from the environment. Land animals breathe in oxygen from air, whereas aquatic animals breathe in oxygen dissolved in water. See, organs of breathing. All animals breathe, but they have different organs of breathing. Like lungs, mammals, birds, and reptiles use their lungs to breathe. Lungs are a pair of spongy organs. They are richly supplied with blood vessels, and air gets in through the nostrils. So, what are the gills? Gills are in the fish. Many types of fishes, crabs, oysters, tadpoles, etc., live in water. So, they take in oxygen, dissolve in water through their gills. Gills are richly supplied with blood vessels. When when water flows over the gills, the exchange of gases take place. The oxygen is absorbed from the water, and is carbon dioxide is given out from the blood. So the fish take breath with the help of their gills, and the other mammals like birds and reptiles, they take their breath with the help of their lungs. Now what air tubes? See, some insects breathe through small openings called spiracles. Spiracles lead to air tubes called trachea. They form a fine network that reaches every tissue of the body. The air enters the body through the network. So some of other insects are also on universe which all breathe through their tubes called trachea. Okay, now come to next page. Now see skin. With the help of there are many creatures on earth which also help breathe in with the help of skin also. The moist skin on the earthworm help is to breathe. A frog breathes through its skin when it is in the water. It breathes through its lung when it is on the land. See beta, this is very important and amazing thing for you all, that when frog is inside the water, they used to take breath with the help of their skin, and when they are out of the water on land, then they used to breathe with their lungs. Now we will read about the feeding in animals. Food is very important need of all living beings. Animals do not make their own food. They depend on plants directly or indirectly for food. Different animals eat different kinds of food. As you all know that everyone depends on food, as we also depend on food, and as well as the animals also, because they are living creatures on earth. So their body parts are adapted to the kinds of food they eat. Depending on and what they eat, animals can be categorized in the following groups. Now see, animals like lion, tiger, cheetah, hyenas, etc. eat the flesh of other animals. As you all know that what the lion and fox and the tiger and cheetah and hyenas do, they all depends on the other small animals. They used to eat the rabbit or goat or cows and buffaloes from the forest. They catch up these small animals and they used to eat. So they are called the carnivorous. These animals have sharp pointed teeth for tearing the skin and flesh. They are also called birds of prey. They have sharp hooked beak for tearing the flesh and sharp claws for catching their So many of the birds like vulture, kites, and are also the carnivorous. They also eat the flesh of the flesh. They also depends on the flesh for their food. Now, animals that eat only plants materials are called herbivorous. Grazing animals like horse. What is grazing, everyone? Grazing, when you have seen a cow or grazing in the field, घास खाती हैं, the same thing. So, cow, sheep, zebra, etc. are well known example of herbivorous. Some other examples of herbivorous are elephants, giraffe, hippopotamus. They all depends on grass or trees or plants. So parrot, however, which eats fruits and nuts, can also be called the herbivorous. So herbivorous have sharp front teeth for biting and large back teeth for grinding the food. And now come to omnivorous. Omnivorous are animals that eat both plants and the flesh of the other animal. Like bear, dog, and crow are some examples of omnivorous. The chimpanzees is an omnivorous too. It eats fruits, leaves, palm, nuts, seeds, and stem. As you all have seen that. Now, human beings too are omnivorous. Now, what are the locomotion in animal? What is locomotion? The movement of animals from one place to another is called locomotion. Animals move because of the following reason. Why the animals move from one region to another region? Why the animals are locomoted in the universe? Because beta, for finding the food, for protecting themselves from the predators, for breeding and building homes, for escaping unfavorable climate and condition. These are the some reason because why the animals move from one place to another. Now, what are birds? Birds hop or fly to move. The forelimbs are modified into the wings. The wings are covered with feathers. They help the birds in flying. The feathers on the tail helps the bird changing direction and landing. Some birds like emu, ostrich and kiwi do not fly. It is because they have weak wings that do not support them for flight. Now insects. All insects have three pairs of legs. You all have seen that. They use their legs for crawling. Insects and grasshopper use their long hind legs for hopping, while water boatman uses its leg for swimming. Some other insects like butterfly and moths uses wings for fly. So the wings of insects are different from birds. Now reptiles. What are the reptiles? Lizards, turtles, crocodiles, and tortoises are scaly animals. They crawl using their limbs. Snakes are reptiles with no limbs. On the lower side of their body, snakes have scales or broad plates which are joined to the ribs. With the help of flexible backbone and ribs, snakes crawl. You all have seen the reptiles because lizards are very well known reptiles at your home. And so we will read water animal. Fishes have fin to swim. Their two-paired fin help them to move forward. The unpaired fins help in maintaining balance. Frog and tortoise use their webbed toes to swim on land. Hind limbs help them to jump. But the penguin's forelimbs are modified into strong flippers that push water and help the birds to swim. See, now what is migration in animals? A variety of birds, fishes and mammals migrate from one place to another. Migration means to move from one place to another. So you all know that like human beings, animals also migrate from one region to another. Some animals migrate to only short distance, like some mammals like caribou, reindeers, and wild beasts travel long distance to reach their feeding ground. They migrate. Birds are the most effective migratory creature in the world. Swallow and storks breed in Europe and spend their winters in Africa. See, some birds are some birds, they used to move from one place to another to for the survival. See, it complete migrating journey is almost 40,000 kilometers. See how the universe has made that the things, the small birds, they migrate from one place to another. They used to live in winter. Siberian cranes migrate to India to escape severe Siberian winter. So such, because of some migrate because of the condition, some of for feeding, some for the habitats. So when the eggs hatches, the young eels travel back to the river. Opposite things happens in case of salmon fish. Salmon fish live in sea and travels to rivers to lay egg. The young salmons travel back to sea at the age of 2 or 3 years. What the salmon do? Salmon do when she used to lay the egg, she go back to rivers and then she again come back to the ocean, sea, so for the living. So these are the some migration in animals. So please read the chapter. It's very easy to understand, and we will be doing the worksheet, and please do prepare the course for the exam. Have a nice day, have a good day, and do complete the work before your half yearly starts. So please, it's very near to you all. Have a good day and keep yourself healthy so that you can easily give your exams. Okay, all the best. Have a nice day.